Well, good morning, everyone. Jeffrey here. Haven't seen me for probably 6 weeks. I just haven't been getting anything done. You know, life gets busy and there are other priorities. I'm going to try and do a little video here on Sunday morning between the traffic on the road going by. I saw a video from Old International Trucks, I believe up in Canada, I think is where they are, and it's of a 1957 RDF 320, a big 6x international oil field truck with a big winch on it, and just a very long wheelbase, and that made me think of my 1930 white, which was an oil field truck. So I'm going to do a little video of my trucks, do a walk around here on this Sunday morning at just about sun is rising. So we'll get at it here. This is my 1930 white. It was an oil field truck. I bought it out of northwestern Nebraska. It originally came out of Wyoming. Here you can see it was owned by the Osage Oil and Gas Company, so I'm sure it was purchased new by them. It has the big winch on it, which also has the white name on it. It has those pieces of I-beam bolted in there to limit the suspension when they were lifting hard. And the rear tires, I believe, are 1275 20s. But they're on rims that were manufactured. So you can imagine the lifting and pulling that this truck would have done back in the 30s. I haven't had it running now, I think it would be 3 years this year, I think, so I got to get it running this spring. There's the white 4-cylinder gas engine. I have to get it running again. When you have so much stuff, it's just hard to keep everything going all the time. But I want to move it because I have something else I want to line up in front here for this summer. Now I'll go on to the next truck. This is a 1928 International 6-speed special. They were the first, or they are credited with being the first commercially built truck with a 2-speed rear axle. It came out of South Dakota. It had a grain box on it when I got it. I put this gravity dump gravel box on the back for displaying with my gravel crushing equipment, a little more fitting with my equipment. And again, it's 3-4 years since I've had this running, so another one I want to get running this summer. It has the original International 4-cylinder flathead. When I got it running, I didn't even change the plug wires or never had the plugs out of it or anything. The problem is I can't get the dipstick pulled either, so I'm concerned with how much oil is in it. But once again, this is another one I really want to get running once again this summer. It's a little hard getting videos done here with all the traffic going by, but bear with me. Now we'll go on to the next truck. This, as you've all seen probably many times, is my 1936 Ford flathead V8, which was owned by my old dear friend Alan Rudolph. His name's still on the door. With the homemade winch he built, this was his service truck for his gravel crushing operation. They didn't just have skid loaders and hydraulic excavators then to lift things. You know, it was all hand labor, but was sure a lot better than not having any way of lifting heavy stuff when working on the equipment. And this truck I run every year at least a couple of times. I hope to run them all more this year. And we'll go on to the next one. And this is my Chevy G506. World War II era military truck, and I think it was either Navy or Air Force originally. The tags aren't on it, but it has blue paint underneath, so I've been told that may be Navy or Air Force. And once again, I think it's like 4 years, maybe it's even going on 5 already, since I've had that running. Last time the starter failed on it, and I found the starter about a year ago. I used one on Marketplace, a good used one, so I got to get that back on it and get this running again also. I have a lot of those stories, got to get this one running again, but the years just go by so fast. So we're going to really give it a try this year though. Now let's go on to the next truck. You've all seen my 1965 white with a Cummins in it. This I use every year hauling my equipment to the shows. Great running truck. It originally pulled a water tanker up in the iron mines in northern Minnesota. So I don't know what else I can say about it. I use it every year, and it's been nothing but dependable for me. Starts good, low mileage, and you'll be seeing more of it again this year pulling my equipment. So now we'll go to the next one. And here's the next one. Amongst all the junk and brush that gathers over the years, this is my 1974 Diamond Rio with a V671 Jimmy in it. This truck I purchased for the 65 white. I had purchased this for my truck for hauling my equipment, and then the white came along, which was virtually ready to go. This one needs wheel seals in the back. It's a tandem, and I had purchased it without an auxiliary tranny. The man I purchased it from bought it to take the tranny out. I got it and I put another one back in it, so it's got a 5 and a 3. It's a low mileage truck like the 65 white. It was a ready mix truck owned by a contractor, so I'm thinking it just got used on his jobs. It came out of Kansas. So the sheet metal, except for the the A-pillars, I guess they call them, by the windshield, the cab is in very good condition, and it runs great. And I know Steve from Steve's Place Down Under, you watch his channel, I know he wants to see me get this going again, and this is one that's high on the list for this year to get it moved out of here. So now we'll go on to the next one. Now, you can't really see it in here. I can't get back far enough, but this is my 1919 Oshkosh. This you see every year when I take it to the shows. It's original unrestored, other than it was painted red at one time. I bought it from a farmer in the northeastern part of the state near Green Bay, Wisconsin. There's a big power unit on the back, a big walkie shop power unit. He used it for running a threshing crew. And I've been told, 20 years ago when I bought it, a guy saw it at the show from that area and he recognized it. And he was an old man at the time, and he said when he was a young man, he remembered this truck had a oil tanker on the back, which made sense. It would have, for delivering fuel oil to homes back in the 20s when they didn't get the roads plowed. It would probably work great for that with those tall skinny tires and 4-wheel drive. Also makes sense because it was the farmer I got it from. He purchased it from the Kewanee State Bank in the early 30s. And I thought, why would a bank have this truck? You know, you wouldn't have a loan on the truck that long, I would think. But I'm guessing that was right at the Depression time. The company probably, this is what I surmised, the company probably went bankrupt, and the bank probably seized the assets, and that's why the bank owned it, and the farmer bought it from him, and I bought it from that farmer's son. So I'll have it until this is one thing I'm thinking I'll have till I die, and someone will be lucky enough to acquire it after that. So we'll see this in its entirety this spring or summer when I get it out. So that's about it for my trucks. Sorry you can't see this one better. And sorry I haven't been getting any videos out, but like I say, life gets busy and we just have more important things to do at times. More pressing. So thanks again for watching, as always, and hope to see you soon. I hope to be getting some videos out. And well, there the sun is coming up. And as they always say, a little bonus footage. Here's a 34 International. When I got it, it had a big straight 8 booted diesel power unit on, which I have. It came from my old friend Alan Rudolph. We ran a big Pioneer crushing plant with it. But I took the power unit off to put it on trailer wheels so I could take it to shows. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with this 34 or not. The engine was tight over 50 years ago when I worked for him. I looked at it once, maybe 10 years ago, and I couldn't even get the spark plugs out or get bolts out of the rocker arms or anything. I mean, it is really rusted up. But who knows? Someday I may do something with it if I live to be an old man. So, like I said previously, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed my trucks. And I really do hope to be getting more mountain moving this year. So, see you on the next one. Bye.